Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and quick review of the Blink XT home smart home security camera system. I'm doing a quick unboxing. I'm showing you what's in the box. I've already taken all the things out of the box, and I will show you some quick installation and usage, video footage, everything. But my main focus is on a comparison between this system and the regular standard security camera system like the Wisecam. I've bought the Wisecam or some of the Wisecams recently, so, and doing installation and using everything. So this is a comparison more to the Wise system, which is really close to let's say a standard system. This is really a unique system. This is not standard. This is really different. So what you get in the box, apart from the cardboard, of course, there are the two main pieces. This is the camera piece, which is waterproof, and you place this outside. Here we have the camera. Here we have some infrared sensor, I guess. You can take off the back plate. It's not easy. The best way I found, you turn this by 180 degrees and use your thumb here and grab it from here, and then you open it. So it's a little bit tough because it has this seal around. It has to be waterproof, of course, so it's not easy to open. Inside there's not a lot. There's a switch here. You can choose if you want to see the blue LED light while recording. So if you're just using it for like just see what happens around your home or see animals or whatever, it's maybe good to have the light on. If you want to use this as a security system and you don't want that your uninvited guests see this camera immediately, you maybe want to turn it off so it's less detectable. So that's one thing. Inside, of course, we have this battery. These are lithium batteries. They come with the box and they last for 2 years. When you do like they say, I think almost 10 recording clips with 5 seconds per day. That's not much. That's close to a minute per day. I think also when you do the live view, once per day or two times per day, that will count to the whole thing, of course. You have to be really careful. I mean, these batteries are expensive, but they last long. If you replace, I think you can use standard batteries, which of course don't last as long as this one, but they are less expensive. What we also have is this micro USB port, and so we can open. There's like an opening. You can open this thing. There's a waterproof waterproof. Now it's waterproof, and you open that and use it with the cable to power it. You can use that to power the camera, but then it's not waterproof anymore, and it's not a sense how to use the XT camera. There's another system if you want to use it inside. There's a non-XT, which is not waterproof, and it's cheaper. So if you want to record outside, this is the thing to go. If you want it inside, then use the or buy the cheaper non-XT. So what is really unique is that it comes with two devices. Actually, one device comes with two parts, which is not usually the case with normal cameras. Usually you get just one part if you have an IP camera. Here we get the camera itself, and that's the transmitter or connector. This is the part which connects to your Wi-Fi system. Here there's not much. So here we have the power micro USB. So actually it comes with the cable, and that's intended to use here, and you get the power adapter. So you stick this in anywhere in the 110 volts, use this and connect to this thing. So, and this connection unit has to be connected with the camera, and it has to be connected with the Wi-Fi. So first you download the app and connect it with this connection thing, and then you can add a camera. As far as I heard, this is the way to go. So why did they use two devices instead of one? I haven't seen anything about that. This is just my personal thinking, my personal opinion. I mean, they could have done this outside everything with the power and directly connect to Wi-Fi, but probably first thing, it would use more power to be connected to Wi-Fi all the time instead of using like a proprietary transmitting system which consumes less power than Wi-Fi. A lot of weather stations do the same thing. They are not connected directly to Wi-Fi, they connect to a base station like this one. So that makes sense. So it uses less power, and probably it will have a higher reach, I mean higher distance which it is capable to transmit. This is the same thing if you're using a weather camera. You can have a weather camera far away from your home. I mean, let's say quite far away from your home, and at least further away than a normal device would be able to connect to Wi-Fi system. And this thing is a good idea, because when you think you have your home, let's say this is, whatever it is, we take something, let's say that's your home, and your Wi-Fi is maybe located here, your router is here, and you want to place the camera, let's say here outside. This is maybe, let's say 50 feet or so, or 100 feet away from your home. So let's put this here. Let's say that's the Wi-Fi, that's the camera. So from here to here, it's a bit pretty big distance, and it probably wouldn't be able to connect to the Wi-Fi router here. But this thing can be placed anywhere as long as it has connection. I mean, it has to have power and it has to be connected to Wi-Fi. So it can be placed in your home, anywhere in your home. So I suggest to you place it close to the camera. So it would make, in this combination, it would make sense to place it here. If you have the Wi-Fi router here, place the connection module here and the camera here. So everything is nicely connected. Of course, we have with this system, I mean, we have a good connectivity. The bad thing is also, and I add another positive thing. It looks like it comes with free cloud storage. You don't need an account. So I can't remember how many clips you can save, but it looks like there are really a lot, 10,000 or something like that, really a lot of clips. It will last probably for weeks or even months. So I checked again on the amount of storage which you will have in the cloud. It's a total of around 7,000 seconds, which means it can store about 1,400 5-second clips. So if you're storing, your camera is detecting 10 clips per day, it will last almost half a year, which seems to be really reasonable. So, but that's another thing compared to a standard camera. Of course, some of them come with free cloud storage. Most of them don't come with free cloud storage. The Wisecam is another camera which has free cloud storage, but it's really rare. Usually you have to pay. With the Wisecam and this one you don't have to pay, but of course storage is limited. I don't know if you can buy more, but the thing is there is no SD card here. So yeah, with most of the security cameras you can add a micro SD card or something like this here and tell the camera to record everything, not only when something has been detected. Like with the Vice camera you can say record everything 24 hours 7 days, and even when it didn't detect motion you can go back and try to find the moment where something happened. With this one, if it missed the motion, it won't be recorded. No way you will find video footage of what happened if it didn't detect motion with the infrared, and it's only infrared. It's not a constant monitoring like which the normal cameras do. Normal cameras, they compare a saved picture with the new picture, and if they find a difference they start recording. Not with this one. This has only an infrared, and only when the infrared sensor is able to detect something like heat, not something moving but heat, then it will record. So if something is moving with no heat difference, then it won't be recording. That's a little bit the advantage or disadvantage. You have to know what it is. It is a difference. It is not the same. You can't configure it the same way as you would be able to do with like a Y system or something like that. But probably, I guess, infrared has some other advantages. But I think you can't say like just detect one area and not the other one, which you can do with motion detection. So, and also you cannot place this thing behind a window. So if you want to monitor outside area, you have to use the XT system. You cannot buy the normal cheaper system and place it behind a window and point it outside and think you can record motion out there. No, you can use the live view, but it won't ever record anything outside. So this is in comparison with a normal camera which detects like moving parts, because it's always online, it's always recording, it's always checking the sensor. Here it's not always checking the sensor because this would need too much battery power. So they had to find a way to save battery power with recording and with transmission. So that's the big differences between this system and the regular security camera. What's a little bit disappointing is the instructions. Here we have a really small leaflet how to open the camera and what's in there. And here we have a quick start guide. There's a quick user guide or something like this as well online, but there's no real detailed manual which you can find and download. I mean, this is still a pretty complicated, I wouldn't say complicated, but it has a lot of functions, and I would actually expect to get a really more detailed manual with maybe 30 pages or something like that. Regarding the app, what I have been entering to find it, I've just entered Blink XT and it came up with the Blink Home Monitor system, and I'm installing it now. So I've opened the app now, and of course it asks me to create a new account, which I'm doing now. So I've opened my account. It said I have to confirm, but I haven't. Yeah, let's see if I still can continue. I click on that and it says I can I can add system. Okay, I hope I can continue from here, and I give it a name now. Okay, let's continue or save it. And so here they ask me to add a sync module. So you need everything ready. You have to have your Wi-Fi password and the number from your sync module, and then you can go from here. Okay, they want some access. I've entered the serial number, and yeah, now I have to connect it and wait until until it shows this same pattern here. So it took about 30 seconds, and now you see it's steady green on both sides and flashing blue. So I click on yes, and it goes from here. So on the next screen I can choose the Wi-Fi network I want Blink to use, and I have to enter the password. Okay, I pressed join, and now let's see if it's able to connect to Wi-Fi. It looks like it has found connection, and now it's even updating the firmware. And now it's saying sync module connected successfully, and I hope I can now add the camera. Okay, here I'm on the screen where I can add a Blink device. I select my device. They even show now a nice video how to open the back and how to insert the battery, and I guess when I've inserted the battery I can click on next. So just make sure you push down the batteries really hard so they get they are inserted nice and flat. So here we have some instructions on how to connect. The batteries should be inserted freshly, so not too long ago, and you have to keep your back plate open so you can see your serial number. And of course, before you close it, just make sure you have this switch for the LED in the position which you want to have it. So I am actually ready to connect, and so I click here and I have to enter now the serial number. Okay, I enter the serial number, hit OK, and now it's looking for my camera. And I've seen here some red thing flashing. Now it's stopped, but it looks like it has been able to connect. It's updated the firmware, and place your XT camera and tap the snapshot button. So they say place your XT camera and tap the snapshot button. I have no clue, maybe this is the snapshot button. And yeah, I heard some clicking noise and it made a picture. So yeah, done. Okay, looks like everything is set up, and now here we have some configuration which I will do later on. I don't have to show you everything about configuration. It's in the configuration guide which you find online. There's a lot of about how to configure this device, so it's perfect for you. I will now going to place this outside and wait for the first footage and connect it to this video. There are just two more things, because before we go to the footage, I found out that it's not super easy to attach this mount. I haven't actually found something in the description. It comes like this. Maybe this even attached. Haven't been sure. But the thing is, this is connected or very tight. You can open this with a screwdriver. Just go in between and twist, and you can open this easily. And then you have to connect this side with the extra holes outside to the back of the camera, and the other side you can place somewhere. It's a nice system actually. There is a screw in this plastic bag, if I can open it. So yeah, here we have it. So there's this screw which we can use to attach it somewhere. We drill it into like a piece of wood or a tree or wherever you want to place that. And when it's secured, I mean when the screw is fully in, so it will look something like this. The screw into wood or yeah, whatever, and this is then attached flat to whatever, and then you can just attach the camera here. So yeah, it should be then something like this, and then you can adjust the angle, and yeah, if you want to put it upside or to the side, or yeah, you can choose. So I think it's possible to point it almost in every direction you want. So here we have the footage now, a little bit, not too much. We click on the app, and when it's starting, we can take a picture, of course, or see live recording. You know it probably with these two buttons. I mean, this takes a picture. With me, it takes a little bit longer. Connection is not so good. Yeah, don't do that. I hope I can stop that. On the left side, it's live recording. It's dark, but infrared helps a little bit. So I go back, and it will use battery. So on the right top we have footage. Usually there's a yellow button that you and you will see that I mean, the yellow button indicates that there is new footage. Of course, now I've already checked, there's nothing new, but I have 3 recordings. I have it says how much storage is already used. 3 recording use 1%. I click on that, and you can see that I try to hold it landscape, that you can see it a little bit better. So it was already a little bit dark, but you can see that there's not much dynamic range. Dynamic range is really low. Looks a little bit silly how I walk, but I was intentionally walking a little bit, or like super slow. So because I had problems, I will show you what happened. If we check the first footage, that's here, and when we start, you see on the left side that I'm exiting actually. So just watch on the left side. Yeah, you see me disappearing. I was walking in front, maybe yeah, what's that, 10, no, 15 feet from left to right, so it didn't see me. Then I came a little bit closer, and I passed by, or I mean, yeah, I was walking from right to left in about 4 feet distance, and it had a hard time to detect me with infrared just at the very end. So there's another footage. There's a second one. I hope there's something. No, that there's absolutely nothing. So yeah, it seems to have a little bit a hard time at the moment to detect infrared. Here maybe the tree is a little bit a problem. I will check different settings, maybe different locations. So here I have more or less the whole footage in better quality, the whole footage of the first 24 hours. And here you can see me walking from the left to the right side. Yes, low on purpose. Here we have some animals. As far as I know, this is an opossum. We have already seen it during the day, and it was interesting to see that it comes back during the whole night every couple of hours. The thing is, the recording starts a little bit late. This is a mouse, big mouse or small rat. Yeah, regarding the recording, yeah, you have already seen this in actually every video. It either totally misses the whole thing, the whole animal, the whole movement. So if, yeah, here there was an exception because the animal was standing still, but apart from that, usually when an animal is moving at a steady pace, not super fast but just steadily, then it almost every time misses the recording. So obviously the animal here, the opossum, went from left to right, but you saw it already, you have seen it only on the right side. And I have increased, after some time, I've increased the time, the recording length to 20 seconds. I was hoping that sometimes it comes back, but it didn't come back. Here I've increased the sensitivity and reduced the time, but what happened, I had a lot of false recording during the day, so that means it didn't help as well. I go back now and you can see my settings. Here the battery seems to be okay. We have the temperature outside, seems to be okay. The retrigger time, sensitivity, clip length, maybe I will do more, like 10 seconds or so, would probably be more interesting than seeing just yeah, almost nothing, or the very end. What do we have here? Illumination, automatic. Yeah, the thing is really interesting here. The camera to Wi-Fi says it's really low connection, so it's just yellow, not green. But camera to Wi-Fi, I don't think there's a camera to Wi-Fi. There's just a camera to the connection module. Maybe there's the wrong wording here. I guess it's camera to connection module, and this is about 110, 120 feet. Okay, it's through glass. It's not. I mean, it's almost direct visibility, but it's through glass. Of course, it's not perfect condition, but it's not through concrete or something like that. But I will check if I can put my connection module a little bit closer, and camera to sync module, of course, that's the thing which is probably at 120 feet at the moment. So I will check this. It's a little bit strange. So camera to Wi-Fi, or a connection module to Wi-Fi, should be super close actually, because it's 1 feet away from the Wi-Fi. So it looks like they have here the, yeah, actually same condition listed twice. I will definitely change that and see how this works. But apart from that, yeah, at least it's working. I'm not super excited now, but I will see on the long term how it works. At least it works with about 110, 120 feet away, which is okay so far. I'll definitely will do another review after quite some time and check how this worked, like battery life and different footages and so on. So if you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And yeah, anyway, I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.